Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to tell you how I got Pass B on the CELTA course. This video will be useful for everyone who is aiming at taking the CELTA course or who's just thinking about that. Watch it. The first thing which I did was reading the necessary and advised literature. So many people think that it's not important, but actually it is. So you are given a pack of literature before you go to the CELTA course, and you must read it because you've got a lot of useful information. You've got there a lot of information about methods, techniques, or the way of teaching, or the communicative approach. It's going to ease your study because if you cover this terminology, these things, this stuff, you'll spend your time more effectively and productively because you're not going to pay attention to this, you'll just pay attention to what you need, teaching practices. The next two things I focused on were watching other teachers' teaching practices and their feedback. I'll give you the example. If you have a teaching practice, then you have your feedback, you get it. Okay, you listen to this carefully, you make some notes, and you're happy with that. However, if the other teacher has a feedback session, for example, he is receiving this feedback, you think it's not important. But I can tell you, you must do that. You must listen to this feedback because you can learn a lot from that. In addition, you can learn a lot from watching their teaching practices. You are basically giving the lesson plans, the material, the language analysis, and you can learn from it also how to build this, how to cover this material, how to deal with this material. Watching their teaching practices can help you to figure out how to deliver reading lesson, listening lesson, vocabulary lesson if you haven't got these so far. So, if you have a vocabulary lesson to teach, and you haven't taught, for example, grammar lesson before, you can learn how to teach grammar watching just your partner's teaching practice. I was a careful listener during the feedback sessions and during other teachers' practices, so it really helped me to figure out how to take the CELTA course, how to be here. Generally, you have 8 teaching practices during the course. You are going to prepare for each teaching practice. For the first 4 sessions, the trainers are going to help you with this. They're going to provide you with the material, with the book, maybe with some techniques that you'll use. But the next 4 teaching practices, you are going to do that on your own. And this is the third thing, which is really crucial. The next 4 preparation sessions before your teaching practice, you need to show your independence. You need to show that you are able to work on your own. If you show this, if you show your enthusiasm, you'll be graded at least Pass B. The criteria for Pass B contain this point. If you can show your independence, if you're able to deliver the lesson on your own without any guidance, you're able to get Pass B or Pass A. But if you rely on only the trainer's help, you won't be graded with the Pass B. In this case, you'll take only Pass because you can't show your independence. I forgot to mention that also you should be enthusiastic, not only during your preparation sessions, and also you should be enthusiastic during the feedback session. Give your feedback, be ready to do that. Be enthusiastic, so trainers really like it. They are happy with that. They see your enthusiasm, so it will help you to get Pass B. The next thing, which is also crucial, is making the progress. If you make the progress over the course, the trainers will give you the higher grade. How to make the progress, you ask me? It's very easy. After your teaching practice, let's say the first teaching practice, you receive your feedback in written form. You've got some areas for improvement or problematic areas to work on. In this section, you should look at these problematic areas and work on that properly, the next TP practice, you should make these areas better. For example, I got the point to improve my error correction techniques. For example, to implement the finger correction or some mime correction or some immediate correction over my teaching practice. So I did that and I got above standard. If you want to make progress, you need to meet the criteria over the course. You are given a list of different criteria for the first 2 teaching practices, the next 2, the next 2, and the next 2. And you've got more and more criteria by the end of the course. So you can look at these criteria, study them carefully, and work on these areas more and more, improving them more and more, so that you can show the trainers that you are improving your teaching and you're making progress. Some people think that it's not crucial to work on the assignments properly, but I can tell you that's really important. What's this? The assignment. You've got 4 assignments over the course. They are connected to the language, to the classroom management, to some researches that you do over the course. Generally, they are not so hard to do. However, you need to pay attention again to the criteria of these assignments. Our trainer always told us, don't forget about the obvious thing. And I didn't understand that phrase. I thought, okay, he's just boasting and he's just showing off that I'm a good trainer. I'm not going to explain all of these things to you, but just guess yourself. But you know what? Do not forget about obvious means that you need to meet the criteria of this particular assignment. For example, I had the assignment 1. I needed to analyze the language and to have not more than 1,000 words for this. So I thought, okay, maybe plus 200, minus 200, it doesn't matter. Generally, I followed these criteria, I met them, and I got my pass on the first assignment. But some people who had more than 1,000 words, like 1,500, they didn't pass it. They had a resubmission. I highly recommend you to meet all of the criteria written, mind them when you write your assignment, and do not hurry. If you hurry, you forget to use some necessary links, you forget about the quantity of the words in your assignments, you forget about accuracy. Please do not hurry and work properly on your assignments. I've mentioned 5 important things which helped me to get Pass B on the CELTA course. But you know what? Everything is individual. Everything depends on how hard you work and how much desire you have to overcome these difficulties during the CELTA course. And my personal advice for you is, do not argue with the trainers. Don't think that they are arrogant or something. So they are the same as the other trainers around the world. They are just doing their job. They are assessing you. They are watching you. They are examining you. And they are not like criticizing you, but they are giving you the obvious things which are not obvious for you now, but will be in the future, later, after the CELTA course. Keep working hard and you'll get Pass B. It was my personal experience. Don't judge me too much, because I shared only my experience, how I see that. If you've already taken the CELTA course and you got your Pass or Pass B or Pass A, please write some advice below in your comments to share with other people. Let's do that. Don't let me mislead you. Add your personal comments and help people to achieve their aim. I hope the video was useful for you and you got my point. And if you have any questions left about how I got Pass B, write in the comment section. I'll cover the questions in the next video. Subscribe to my channel and see you!